Good evening, Tallahassee. I'm student meteorologist Chris Knoll.
And I'm student meteorologist Zach Richards.
Yeah, it's been actually a very comfortable day outside right now. We've been in the mid-70s. It's been feeling very comfortable. We did have a lot of cloud cover, so it didn't look like the most beautiful day.
No, but honestly, if you stepped outside, once you got past a little bit of humidity, we had some little bit of light drizzle earlier in some places, but overall, it's been a pretty good day here on campus.
Yeah, it felt really nice out there. I was out on Landis doing a little bit of studying for midterms.
There you go. Tis the season, right? Yeah.
It's just the season to do midterms.
Tis the season to do midterms or anything else. I mean, really, it was a pretty nice day to sit outside, have a picnic, take your dog for a walk, or just walk around all day between places, which is what I had to do. So, but it's always nice. You're not sweating. You're not having to put on 5 layers. It could be a lot worse.
Yeah, it's a very comfortable day, and it's also shaping to be very comfortable for this basketball game that we're going to be having on very soon.
Absolutely, yeah. That's where we're headed after the show, probably. So, yeah, let's take you on over here to the wall, and I'm going to give you the overview of what things are like outside right now. 73 degrees. We have those mostly cloudy conditions. The dew point's right around 65, so not oppressive, but you're going to feel it. The wind's out of the south at 6 miles an hour, so it's bringing up some of that Gulf moisture. The satellite and radar right now, not too much to speak of as far as cloud cover, just those light clouds, the higher clouds. A little bit of rain we do have up there coming from southern Alabama sneaking into western Georgia, so not too bad whatsoever. Overall, you can see the massive slug of rain associated with this front that we're going to talk about more later in the show. Our 3-day forecast, how things are shaping up. 81 degrees tomorrow for your Wednesday. Will we actually get to that 80 degrees? We're going to talk about that. Thursday, 67. Friday, 55 degrees. You're going to really feel the effects of that front. Our headlines tonight, a warm and gloomy Wednesday, cooler and wet on Thursday, but your weekend is looking pretty nice. Chris Knoll is up next, and he's going to take you into a little more detail at the southeast.
Thank you, Zach. Right now, currently in the southeast, down in the south end of the southeast, you're feeling very warm. It's 82 degrees in Bronzeville, and it's very similar, 81 degrees down in Key West. Up north, behind where the front is, you're feeling a little bit cooler. It's 44 degrees in Little Rock, and they're experiencing a little bit of rain right now. On our current dew points, you can see the front a little bit better. You can see where it's a lot drier behind it by Little Rock and a lot more moist in the moisture pocket that is the southeastern United States. On our wind speed directions, they're all over the place because this front, behind the front, you got northerly flow coming in, and at the front, the winds are going to shift to more of a southerly flow. As you can see, Jackson is coming out from the southwest and then coming up from straight south. Overall, it's feeling a little bit gusty if you're out back in Dallas, but nothing too terrible. Zooming out to our satellite and radar, this low pressure system and this front are the big story for tonight. This front has really been pelting Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia with rainfall, and they've already experienced a whole lot of rainfall this February. As we're actually going to be taking a closer look, you have some storms right now over by Arkansas and northern Louisiana, and you see this flash flood warning underneath this line of thunderstorms and heavy rainfall right above Jackson, Mississippi. They've received plenty of rainfall. It's basically been raining every day in February there, as well as there's some more severe rainfall in Alabama, extending all the way to Atlanta, even parts to Charleston. As the southeast, especially these 3 states of Mississippi, Alabama, and Georgia, really have been pelted with a whole lot of rainfall this February. So we're going to see on our satellite radar, this is the dark green is a flash flood watch, as this whole area has basically been under a flash flood watch for several weeks, as well as the lighter green are river flood warnings, as with all that increased rainfall in the region, the rivers are a lot higher than they normally are, as well as what I alluded to earlier, there's a flash flood watch a flash flood warning above Jackson, as there is flooding associated with those heavy rainfall, the heavy rainfall they're getting. Over the next 24 hours, you're going to see that front sort of pass on by, and it's going to be moving out Wednesday. And you think that might be the end of it, but it's not, as there's going to be the low pressure system in Texas is going to absorb some moisture from the Gulf, and it's going to come in and it's going to pelt these states with even more rainfall, as that's going to pass through Thursday and even going to bring some snow to the Carolinas. Tonight's forecast, you're going to be expecting a lot of rain, and moving into tomorrow, the rain is going to continue. For now, I'm going to pass things off to Zach with a local look.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. Thanks a lot. Right now, the rainfall almanac today, well, says we didn't really observe any rainfall. Now, I know in some places, around the area, we probably did see some of that lighter rainfall, especially last evening. But officially here in Tallahassee at the airport, not really seeing anything. This month so far, we've seen about 1 3/4 inches, and that's about, what is that, 1 1/4 inches lower than we would typically see this time of year. But we still have some time left in the month. And we are about 4 inches down on the year, but like I said, still have plenty of time left to get that out. The FSU weather stem camera right now, a beautiful live look over Doak Campbell Stadium. Look at the gorgeous sunset we have right behind those higher clouds moving off to the right there. Really, it's been a pretty nice afternoon. We've had some of those nastier clouds clear out. And you can see that here on the satellite and radar. We've had some of that clearing, and these clouds are not really obscuring our vision all that much. We're not talking about dark, nasty rain clouds. We have a couple of little sprinkles down here, maybe in the south showing up. Aside from this little batch moving up there into western Georgia, nothing we should really worry about at all. Current conditions outside right now, it's 73. We got those mostly cloudy conditions for your sunset. Just enough of a peak to really let that sun shine through. Still have that south wind there at 6 miles an hour, bringing up some of that humidity. 73, like I said, in Tally, 68 in St. Mark's, 73 as well up there in Valdosta. And Blakely, you're our chilly spot this evening, 64 degrees for you, so might want to bundle up a little bit, put on that long sleeve shirt. Current dew points, though, with the exception up there in Blakely, everywhere, we're looking at dew points in the mid-60s. So like I said, not necessarily oppressive, but you're really feeling that humidity. And you can see here why. The southerly flow really dragging up there because we are on the other side of that front, just coming up there together. So all that warm, moist air off the Gulf is really making an impact this evening. Satellite and radar there, you can see that front. This low pressure system right here is going to drive its way here to the north and the east, really missing us for now. But let's not get too ahead of ourselves. The next 24 hours or so, you can see over the whole region, rain largely stays off to the north. We do keep those clouds hanging around, and into the day tomorrow, expect some of those scattered showers are definitely a possibility. Then tonight's forecast at 62 in Tally, 62 as well in Monticello. Things are a little bit cooler as we get here farther areas inland in Valdosta, 62 as well. Behind me, though, closer to that front and more under the effect of that warm, humid air, mid-60s, really not too bad of an evening. I wouldn't worry too much about the rainfall, but do keep the umbrella around just in case, and be careful driving out there tonight. Tomorrow's forecast, will we hit that 80-degree mark in Tallahassee? It's entirely possible. I know it's not showing up on our map right now. It is on our 7-day outlook, so we're working on that. We might see it. Tallahassee Gulf forecast, really tomorrow, 8 a.m., 66. Not too bad as we're getting farther into the day. Rain chances, like I said, they're going to be light and minimal. The week ahead, 80 degrees for Wednesday. Really see the effects of that front coming in Thursday and Friday. Not too bad at all. As we're getting into Saturday and Sunday, Monday and Tuesday, really not too bad as we get into the next week or so. So, Chris, it's not shaping up to be too bad of a week aside from that front that we're seeing. The rain chance is pretty minimal and temperatures bearable.
Yeah. As that front, we're getting a lot of Thursday rainfall coming in.
Right, yeah.
That same system actually has a good chance for bringing snow to North Carolina, as I alluded to on my southeast segment, which North Carolina is actually in a little bit of a snow drought, as they haven't actually gotten snow in about 2 years around this time. The last time we got snow was December of 2018.
Really?
Yeah. Well, they got a bunch of snow records dating back to several years. Like Charlotte, they've had a record dating back since 1878. And every winter since then, except for 11, had some sort of measurable amount of snow.
Wow. That's what I know. Yeah, back home, things are just not. And you're from Virginia, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the same kind of area. There, it's really been a pretty mild winter. I mean, they've had a couple of cold shots, but the snow is like nowhere to be found, man. Like it's up in the northern New England area. Southern Canada's gotten a lot of snow, but yeah, the Mid-Atlantic has missed out.
Yeah, Mid-Atlantic has been very scarce. Greensboro, they had records since 1926. They only had 6 winters with no measurable snowfall. Raleigh, records since 1887, also had 11 winters with no snowfall.
Yeah, I mean, that's just, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And will we see some snowfall? Now, typically March has been a fairly snowy month. So, you know, for this area, it could happen. It's totally possible.
It also could be happening Thursday, but for now, we're going to get ready to send things off to Zach with his national.
Yeah, let's take a big look at everything happening around the place. Once again, we're going to play Spot the Front. It's not too hard tonight, guys. It's really in about the same place we did this last week. 44 degrees in Memphis, 77 in New Orleans. We're talking about 33 degrees in a matter of, you know, about one state, roughly, you know, a few hundred miles. But that's a pretty significant temperature gradient, something you're really going to feel. Up here in Canada, we still have that cold air. It's like really bottled up. That's where the real winter time is happening. Here across the Mid-Atlantic, Louisville's 46, Washington tonight, 57 degrees, pretty mild for the middle to end of part of February, so not too bad. San Antonio tonight, 60 degrees, you're right on that line. You could really see the line right there, really sharply defined. Dew points, once again, also really sharply defined. We're in the 60s to around 70 down there in New Orleans for the dew point. That's getting pretty oppressive, really nastiness. Up there in Minneapolis, 2 is your dew point. There's basically no moisture in the air whatsoever. You can see here that storm system along that front is really going to be providing more of that rainfall, and it's going to be sliding up to the north and the east. As we saw earlier on the tracker, the next 24 hours or so, most of that rain is probably going to stay off to our north, but not forever. You can see up here in the northeast, we have that snowfall really covering most of Maine, going there into parts of Canada and off the coast of the Atlantic. Boston right now, it looks like your rain, hopefully maybe you'll see a couple of flakes of snow if you like the snow tonight. I know also another place, they haven't really seen that much snow. New York, I'm sorry to say, it's probably going to end up being all rain for you most of the day. Down here into the Virginias, into Pennsylvania, you guys know the drill all winter long. Rain, cold rain, another raw, nasty kind of evening. Might have a couple of snow showers, you know, after all this is over. As far as severe advisories, we have this freezing spray warning, which is a lot of fun if you're shipping up there in the Great Lakes, Lake Superior. It's pretty unruly tonight. This winter weather advisory, however, they're behind me up here in parts of Maine. That goes until midnight tonight. So, you know, do be careful. It is for that swath of snow up there, as we said we were expecting. Here's all of that rain. In Atlanta, it's just been such a soggy winter, and it's really just continuing here. We said earlier we had that flood warning here in parts of Mississippi. Going over into Alabama, you can see these storms all training over the same area. We're talking about, you know, a big flooding potential. There's a lot of rain going on here. And the lightning strikes there too. This is showers and thunderstorm activity. So really, it's not too nice of an evening across most of the southeast. You're looking kind of soggy. You're looking kind of rough. Once again, just to reiterate, there's flood warnings. We have a flash flood warning until 6:15, so another hour or so here across much of central Mississippi. Flash flood watches this whole region right now, and there's river flood warnings in the brighter green just around the main river areas. So the next 24 hours or so, not too bad. The front is still going to keep sliding its way along, really staying out of our hair here locally, but here in parts of Texas, you can see that next iteration. Tonight's forecast, once again, you can see the front really up there over the southeast, warm here over the south, and cold up here as you get up into Minneapolis. Tomorrow's forecast, wow, once again, more of the same, not too bad at all. We're getting over here, Denver, 26, warm to the south, colder there to the north. It's really more of the same thing, not too bad at all. So, Chris, take us a look at it, somewhere we don't usually take a look at.
Yeah, we usually don't look over by D.C., I'm from Northern Virginia. I wish Michael posted this as Herndon, Virginia, as Herndon's only 10 minutes away from the Washington Dulles Airport. Right now, they're feeling actually fantastic. They're sitting in the mid-50s, which is actually great for this time of year. Our dew points are also very low, so they're feeling very comfortable with a lot of that drier air as the front has yet to hit them. They're still feeling a bit of southerly flow, giving them a little bit warm air, which is why they're in the mid-50s at the moment. But on our satellite radar, you see a little bit of scattered showers starting to pass in through the area, and it's going to get a little bit more cloudy as the day goes on. Zooming out onto our satellite radar, that front is going to be pushing on into the area, hammering them with a little bit of rain and starting to drop those temperatures down to the normal February amounts. Over the next 24 hours, you're going to see some rain pass up from the southeast, sort of as going in, and the front comes, pushes it downwards. So if you're living up by Leesburg, there's a good chance that you might actually avoid a bit of the rain or maybe only get a scattered shower or two. After that rain pushes on through, it's also going to be shaping up to be a fantastic day. Tonight's forecast, though, expect rain and a bit of chilly temperatures going on. You're going to be in the 30s. You're wanting to bundle up a bit, get your umbrellas, get your rain jackets, as it's going to be, quite frankly, a very miserable night with those cold, chilly rain showers. Tomorrow's forecast, though, expects it to cool down quite a bit, as it's only going to be 49 degrees in Herndon. Moving out to DC, it's going to be 51, a little bit warmer, but it's actually going to be dropping down to the upper 50s where it is right now. But for now, I'm going to hand things off to Zach with a next local look.
Yeah, thanks, Chris. We're actually going to take a look at all of Florida here real quick before we go back to the local. But of course, Tallahassee, man, it's been a pretty nice day. And, 73 degrees right now. The sun's setting. It's probably cooled off a couple of degrees since then. But look at the heat. The heat here across much of Central Florida. Fort Myers, you're at 84 degrees right now. And that's, it's feeling like summer, at least spring. Miami, you're 80. West Palm, also 80. Jacksonville, 72. And Key West, couldn't have more perfect for a nice country song. It's 81 degrees, partly cloudy skies. Go out on your fishing boat. It's a great time. Current dew points, yeah, you're going to feel the humidity. Tallahassee, 65. You're doing a little better than some of us here in South Florida. Key West, once again, our moist spot and our warm spot, 73 degrees tonight. Current wind speed and direction, basically everywhere here. This looks a little complicated, but onshore flow from the west coast blowing onshore there, and we have that southerly flow going up into Tallahassee. Jacksonville, things are kind of light and variable there. You're really pretty close to that front, so you're going to see those winds a little more varied. Satellite and radar right now, once again, all that rain is up here to the north. Not too much happening in the state. Here locally, we're looking over the Panhandle region. We have a little bit of stuff as we get out here towards Pensacola and over towards Mobile. We have some of those showers and storms. Nothing too heavy or severe to really mention. Jacksonville, man, some little light stuff is showing up places, but nothing that we can complain about. In South Florida right now, for the vast majority of it, you're high and dry. You're going to sweat when you step outside, but the rainfall is really nowhere to be seen. The next 24 hours or so, once again, you can see that front up here off to the north, and it stays up to the north. It's not really going to impact us here in the Sunshine State too awful much. We have those light scattered showers and thunderstorms between Tampa and Orlando. Right along I-4, you might get a quick pop-up wet one out there, but nothing too crazy. Tonight's forecast, though, not too bad in the Panhandle. 62 in Tally, 66 in Marietta. And as we get out here to Destin, once again, 66 again with those increased rain chances because we are currently seeing the rain there right now. Jacksonville region down toward Orlando, 64, 69, 69 as well in Tampa. Pretty nice evening. Hopefully we'll keep those showers at bay. As we get into South Florida here, Vero Beach, 68, 70s, warming up a degree or two just as we go down along the coast. 74, mostly cloudy conditions there in Miami. Really can't complain too much about that. And tomorrow's forecast, wow, just look at the heat. Building across much of Florida once again. Tampa, 81 degrees. We could hit 80 here in Tally as well. Fort Myers, 86. And Miami, 84. It's really just looking warm everywhere. So if you're on vacation, you're looking for something fun to do, you're going to Orlando, you're going to Disney, maybe you're going to Gatorland, my personal favorite. Not too bad, man. So, really, if you're here for touristy stuff, the weather is cooperating for most of the state.
Yeah. You know what's also cooperating right now is we have sports events going on right now.
Yeah. It's a pretty eventful week here at Florida State, and we're nationally ranked in lots of things. So let's get down the gauntlet. Lots of stuff happening next couple of days. I know tonight's the basketball game.
Yeah.
So against Pitt.
Yeah, we're playing Pittsburgh in basketball. Right now we're ranked 8 in basketball.
Right, yeah.
Basically, all of us in the studio are getting ready to head on out to the game.
As soon as this is over, we're heading over to the Tucker Center. There's Harrison. He's excited. We're excited. We just barely lost there at the end the last time we played, but I have a feeling this time it's going to be a little different.
Yeah. I'm real excited. There's a good chance Harrison might actually get some playtime this game.
Yeah, let's hope so. And, we hope from a nice big score lead. We're hoping for a decisive victory. Being from West Virginia, let's just say us and Pitt aren't exactly the closest of friends, so it's nice to beat them at home or away. Yeah. 68 degrees, the weather's going to be perfect for your heading down there.
Yeah, we're also quite good at women's basketball, too. Thursday, it's going to be rain likely, as that's where all the rain is going to be hitting us
right,
Thursday.
Yeah.
It's going to be 55 degrees, so you want to be wearing a rain jacket, maybe even a hoodie under it.
Right, yeah. Like I said, 55 degrees, Wake Forest, they're pretty decent. It's going to be a good game. Try to go out if you can. It's really entertaining.
Women's tennis, if you can ignore how chilly it is, it's actually going to shape up to be a fantastic day to play some tennis.
Absolutely. You got that sun out there. You can definitely tell the front has come through. But, yeah, not too terrible out there. Especially, things can get warm out there on the tennis court. So.
Yeah. Also on Friday, our beach volleyball team, ranked 2 in the nation, gets to play later on that day from 4 to 6. But for now, I'm actually going to start heading on over to the wall with a local look.
Absolutely, our last local look of the night. And, like I said, you guys, if you possibly can go out there to the sporting events, please go. It's going to be a nice time. Looks nice outside right now, Chris.
Yeah, it looks fantastic. As you can see, my hand, the clicker, going there. We had a little bit of miscommunication on what part of the camera we're going to pass it over. But right now, 73 degrees, feeling fantastic. Mostly cloudy. You can actually see a fantastic view of the sunset right now. Current conditions, we are in the lower 70s, but it is feeling fantastic. We're finally getting to see some sunshine after all that cloud cover we had earlier in the week. Our dew points, we are very moist. We have that southerly flow that's actually increasing the amount of water vapor we have in our air right now. Our wind speed, once again, you can see the southerly flow. It's bringing in a lot more moisture. It's really filling up the air with water. So when Thursday comes in, that front comes on in, it's going to hit us with quite a bit of rain. Satellite radar right now, nothing too bad. Maybe a few scattered showers off on the coast, sort of north of East Point, but mostly just cloud cover. All right, satellite radar, big story. Once again, this front that has been sitting here for most of the week, really been pelting northern states of Alabama. That's going to move on past us, giving us a little bit chance of some rain on Wednesday, and this low is going to move on in, which is going to be hitting us for Thursday. The next 24 hours, we're going to see a scattered shower or two start to pass by overnight. But Wednesday coming on in, you can see more likely chance of there's more rain showers passing in through our area. Tonight, though, 63 degrees. It's going to feel very comfortable walking the game, but you want to be careful. There's a 20% chance of rain, and there's going to be some patchy fog when you're walking back from that basketball game at the Tucker Center. Tomorrow's forecast, though, it's going to be very warm, 81 degrees in February. That is not jeans weather day, as well as it's also rainy, so it won't be comfortable wearing jeans. Going to have patchy fog. The patchy fog from the night carry on over to the morning. Winds coming from the north as that front is going to be starting to impact us Wednesday afternoon. The week ahead, Wednesday, once again, you got your chance of rain as that front is going to start moving in. Thursday is the big rain day. If you're going to pick just one day to bring an umbrella to school, bring it on Thursday. You're going to 90% chance of rain. Temperatures are going to start dropping to 67, and then over in the Friday, you can really see the impact of that front. It's going to drop all the way to 55 for the high, and then overnight in the Saturday, the low is going to be 32 degrees. That is freezing point for Fahrenheit for water. Saturday this weekend shaping to be fantastic. Monday, you're going to have a chance for some more rain, bringing a little bit less pleasant conditions to the beginning of next week. But for now, I'm going to head on over to the desk with Zach.
Well, that's a pretty fun show tonight. I appreciate doing the show with you tonight. You know, the Chris and Zach show has been kind of cool.
I mean, yeah, it's a great night. I appreciate doing the show with you, too. I'm actually really looking forward to the weekend. The weekend's looking really nice.
It really is.
We've really actually had a quite long string of fantastic weekends with our just sunshine on Saturday. It's really been a common trend all of February.
Absolutely. You know, and like I said, we have 81 on the 7-day tomorrow, 79 on the other maps. So let's hit for 80. You know, can we do it? You know, get that average.
I
don't know, man.
I'm hoping for 79. Yeah. I'm not wanting any 80s right now in February. I'm really a fan of these cooler temperatures that we're going to be experiencing Thursday and Friday. But it's really we've been getting quite a bit of storms now. I'm thinking about it, just that been hitting us on Thursday.
Yeah, I mean, we're in that pattern now. It seems like every 6 to 7 days, the same thing happens. The front comes in. You know, we get chilly for the weekend. First part of the week is muggy. It's wet. I mean, it's a broken record. We've seen it over and over.
Yeah. It's really, this weekend, it's shaping up to be a fantastic week. Friday's also shaping to be fantastic if you want to go out to see tennis play and the beach volleyball team.
Absolutely. And, you know, if you're doing any traveling, like Evan and I are going to Mardi Gras this coming weekend, it's going to be a fantastic travel weekend. You know, we're looking at sun, nice in the 60s. But, yeah, follow us on Twitter at twitter.com/FSU Weather.
And make sure to like us on Facebook at facebook.com/FSU Weather.
Absolutely. And watch us live on YouTube, as you're probably doing right now. But get your friends, your family, tell them to watch.
Yeah, and follow us on Instagram at FSU Weather.
Yeah, send us those weather pictures, and anything cool, we'll make sure to show it right here.
Yeah, any cool weather pictures, actually. You don't have to be from Florida. You can be from...
Send us some snow pictures. You know, so many of us don't even know. Like, we've never seen snow. I mean, we have, but lots of our, some of our comrades here in the Sunshine State have never seen such a thing.
Yeah, so those Floridians.
The Florida man has never seen snow. But yeah, for all of us here at FSU Weather, I'm student meteorologist Zach Richards.
I'm student meteorologist Chris Knoll.
Have a good night, Tallahassee.
Fantastic night.
Absolutely.